This is Sophie Heller, and this is an ACT English parallelism question. This question is pretty straightforward because it asks you to take the terms in this list, highlighted in yellow, and make them make most sense to the reader. So in order to have these terms make sense to the reader, you're going to want to stay with parallelism, which means that each of the terms in this list, so this thing that's set off by commas, will be the same type of word. So we want to have the same types of nouns equally modified by adjectives. So we don't want things like, in our first choice we see pageantry, elaborate dress, the giving of gifts, and eating and drinking. So while this doesn't sound awful, it's a little bit awkward because we have pageantry here, which is just a noun, and then followed by elaborate dress. So we have dress here modified by our adjective, elaborate. So this would not be a parallel structure because on this side you have no adjective, and on this side you do. So we're looking for all sides to be equal. So let's cross out F because it doesn't fit parallel structure. What about G? G has appropriate pageantry. Okay, so that's an adjective modifying this noun. Elaborate dress, like we saw before, adjective noun. Various gifts, adjective modifying noun. And requisite repast, just a really fancy way to say the kind of feast that you'd want. So that's also an adjective with a noun. So this is parallel. So this is probably going to be our right answer. But let's just look at the other ones to just ensure that this is right. So we see with H we have pageantry, which is just a simple noun. And then we have these kind of really weird ways of saying things like dressing to the nines. So it just means dressing really fancy. So same thing as this elaborate dress. And overflow of gifts. So we see already that this is not parallel structure because we just have this one word noun and we have it juxtaposed with this really long awkward phrase. So this is going to be no good. Same thing with J. We have elaborate dress, which is adjective noun, and then displays of pageantry. We have this clunky repast that will be remembered. So it's going to be a really good feast. Everyone's remembering it. That also sounds clunky. It's not parallel. So let's get rid of choice J. So we're going to want to go, our second choice is going to be our right answer because as we saw before, it fits the requisite structure with adjective noun, it's parallel. So choice number 2 is our right answer.